Hello, students, and welcome back to another semester here at Mythos University. This is your dean, the mighty Zeus. I speak for the entire faculty and staff when I say we are thrilled to kickstart another year of academics, athletics, and ambition. Here at Mythos, we want you to explore your passions, test your limits, and fulfill your destinies. Whether you're a gifted athlete with God-given talents hitting the gym, or you're hitting the books and racking up A's, or maybe you're rubbing elbows at the next rager on Greek Road. No matter what, you're welcome here. So You Want to Be a DM presents Mythos University.
Hey gang, and welcome to So You Want to Be a DM presents Mythos University. I'm Justin. I'll be your dungeon master for this short, limited series, the best series of the summer. Joined with me today are a cast of just absolutely beautiful goddesses and gods and deities all alike. If we would love to just go around and introduce ourselves, you can go over who you're going to be playing, but don't go into too much detail yet. And if you want to plug anything, by all means, go for it.
All right. Hi, I'm Connie. You can find me at Camera Connie on Twitter and at Connie Lynch Photography on Instagram. I'm playing Evander, or Evan, child of Hermes. We'll see how that goes.
I'll call on people.
All right,
Hi, I'm
Daniel. How's it going?
Sorry.
Daniel Hargrove on all platforms, primarily on TikTok is where you can find me, making skits, talking about Dungeons and Dragons and TTRPGs. And today I will be playing Kairos, a wizard and the adoptive child of the Fates.
I'll go ahead and go. I'm Taylor. I have a podcast with Justin here doing So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master. And I'm going to be playing Icarus.
I am Classic Sam NYGM, and you can find me over on my Twitch channel on Classic Sam NYGM, where we will be interviewing some amazing people, some of whom have been on the channel already here. And I will be playing the daughter of Eros and Psyche. Her name is Hedone.
Oh, goodness. I feel like Taylor and I just made eye contact through the screen very hard. Hi, howdy. I am Meadow, she, they pronouns. You can find me on TikTok for the most part under Howdy Love Darlin. I will be playing V, also known as Vlock, tonight. Herringon who loves to run away from her responsibilities.
And I'm Taylor, the other Taylor, Spunky Taylor. She, her pronouns, and I'll be playing Nova, the daughter of Poseidon.
Oh my goodness. The vocal fry is already so
I love vocal fries so much. Vocal fry makes me happy.
so much. Okay. Wow, what a cast. I'm so thrilled. Thank you all for joining Taylor and I, other Taylor and I, for this series, the less spunky of the two. And this story is going to take us all over Mythos University. So let's just jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Our story begins on the campus of Mythos University, a magical and also in some ways mundane university that is sort of located on this peninsula. There's rocky shores and beautiful sand beaches. There's waterways that cut through campus. We see a bunch of buildings. Gang, there's so many pillars. So many of these buildings have pillars left and right. We see students moving into their dorms. It's the beginning of a new semester here at Mythos University. We see a centaur family helping their child move in freshman year into the dorms. The parents are kind of arguing with what seems to be like an RA who's like a satyr, just saying things like, "What do you mean he's on the 5th floor? We can't do stairs. That's like our whole thing. Stairs are going to be a big problem. You don't have an elevator? All right, well, I'm going to go talk to the dean. Honey, I'm going to go talk to the dean. Okay. Trots off. We see groups of nymphs using the waterways as like roads, almost like Venice with their gondolas. There are all different kinds of students of all different sizes and shapes and creeds and types and all kinds of different people from all over the lands coming to school here for a new year. And as we pass through the campus, seeing all these beautiful schools, we see Professor Artemis starting an early class for one of the clubs, teaching them through some of the basics of hunting, specifically falconry. You see that she is teaching them the basics of safety when it comes to falconry and wearing the glove and having the little hood thing that falcons wear when you do that thing. Don't ask me any questions. That's as much as I know about falconry.
Oh, but I had about 7 questions right here. I was going to ask you about falcons.
Save them till the end.
Okay,
All
sorry.
questions
Sorry.
at the end.
Hold on to
How dare you?
it.
We go by a building known as the Corinthian. This is where a lot of nature-based or agriculture classes happen. It's located near the Feloy Woods. And you see Professor Demeter tending to a huge, like, rows of these beautiful purple, strange-looking flowers that sort of ombre from purple into like a yellow gold sort of color at the tips of the petals. And from here, the camera sort of whips around and we get to meet the first of our PCs, and that is V. Loxley, otherwise known as V-Lock. As we enter into, well, let me ask you straight up, V, would you be living in a dorm, you think, or? Okay, let's go over it right away.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think V would be living just slightly off campus in like one of those manufactured homes, like trailer vibes, where it's like kids whose parents own those sets can come park them, let their kids stay in those instead. And she worked out like some sweet deal with someone to be their roommate, and is living with them instead. So like in walking distance to campus, but certainly not in a dorm where like a RA could come in and ruin her chill time.
Okay, fantastic. And as we enter into this trailer like home away from home, what does it look like? How is it decorated? And describe to us what V-Lock looks like.
Sure. I think over a bunch of like fold out long tables that were clearly used for beer pong that have just kind of collected rainwater and stuff by now. A lot of like red Solo cups scattered on the ground, like a car seat that has been like ripped out of an old car and like put on the lawn so that people can chill when they're drinking a beer. And you kind of push into the trailer where there's just like a lot of like those fairy lights that are actually chili peppers. Like those very specific looking pepper lights are in there. And on like a hand-me-down stained lazy boy, you'd probably see this herring gun that looks like an absolute loser. Backwards cap that's ratty and tattered. She's got this like faded Mythos U shirt on that looks like it was from the track team like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, and just some like baggy cargo pants, and the pockets look suspiciously full, and some glasses that are very John Lennon-esque, that are kind of pushed up over her. She's leaned back in this lazy boy. She's got like brown fur and it's kind of vitiligoed into patterns of white. And you see her little shoes as she like crosses a leg over another one, that they light up on the soles.
Incredible. Okay. Vlock, you are lounging at your place, feet are up, shoes aglow, and you get a phone call. This is sort of modern times for those watching. We're going to take a lot of liberties with ancient Greek mythology, so just take a back seat, baby. Don't at me.
No, I'm definitely picking up the Greek phone. Absolutely, I am. Do I have caller ID? Who is it? Because I might ignore it, actually.
You do have caller ID, absolutely. You recognize a sort of, you recognize that it is the, let's call them, commune that Vlock once belonged to, that has a relationship with the goddess Nike.
Oh no! Calling me? That doesn't seem right. I think immediately on the like heel of her light up sneakers, she strikes a match and lights up a little rolled something or other and is like, and puts it immediately on speaker and is like, hello?
Yeah, hello. Is this V Loxley?
Do I recognize this voice?
You do. It's one of your mothers.
No, Mom! Okay. Great. I take a very deep drag. And I as I blow out, I go, can I help you?
Well, that's a interesting way to say hello to your mother after you've been gone for all these months, but all right, yes, I think I can help you, actually, sweetheart. See, do you remember that whole situation with the tortoise?
Hey, whoa. It's just, we don't have to bring that up, Mom.
No, it's good news.
It's history.
It's good news. Well, listen,
What kind of good
my
news?
girlfriend who does my hair, she just told me that her cousin, okay, found out
Here we go.
through the local paper that tortoise was using performance enhancers. He's disqualified. So if so facto, you actually sort of won that race, really. V?
Knew it.
Oh, you're still there.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was seeing every day of the last 7 months flash before my eyes. I'm here.
Okay, good. So listen, we was talking, the council got together, we did a dance. You know how the council likes to do dances. We did a dance,
Yeah,
we sung
naked
a
dances
song.
under the harvest moon. Yeah.
That's the only way to do a dance under the harvest moon. If you're wearing clothes, you're doing it wrong.
Don't I know it, Mom 205.
How is Nike gonna give praises to us if we're doing... Anyway.
If you're not naked under the harvest moon, exactly. I keep trying to tell people out here, Mom. It's a weird world out there.
They wear too many clothes. I don't understand it. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So listen, we was thinking, after we did a little song and dance, you should come back. You should come back. Turns out you still might be the reincarnation of Nike. That's what we're thinking.
Well. Looks like the sneaker is on the other rabbit's foot now.
Well, you're lucky that you had that rabbit's foot expression ready to go.
I think at this point, V is like trembling with a rush of racer's adrenaline. Losing to that portal was the worst thing that had ever happened to her. And for one of her many moms to call and say they were wrong, I think this is rocking her world right now. And she's like, well, I'm a student now. I can't just come home because I'd be a goddess reincarnated. I have to go to class. I have to go also to the cafeteria to eat. I have a lot of decisions to make. I'm an adult now. I can't just come home after you guys were like really mean to me. You guys were mean to me. Do you remember being mean to me? It's literally all I think about.
Well, we had bad information. We thought that the tortoise beat you fair and square. And then, because that information was wrong, we didn't handle it the way that we ought to have handled it. But listen, just remember what Nike always says. Just do it, okay?
Just do it. She's like having a breakdown. Like the mom's not apologizing. It's just like all happening way too fast. And she's gonna go like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. And she's gonna hang up. And then she's like, oh my God, I hung up on my mom. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh my Nike. Oh no. And she's terrified. Absolutely terrified.
You almost immediately get several texts in a row. As opposed to one long text, it's just a barrage of little texts.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened.
The first one is just,
I can't believe this. ...
And then the next one says, the next dance is gonna be ... And then another text says, some of the council want to think that there's this other reincarnation of Nike, and I stood up for you. And his name is Lamar Jackson, and apparently he's immortal in the human world, and they're saying that he might be the reincarnation of Nike.
But V's looking down at her phone, and she's like, be immortal too. I've never died. You don't know. This is crazy. This is ridiculous.
Oh no.
But she's not responding to any of those things. Oh.
The Brooklyn accent makes it sound like...
I'm pretending in my head it was a typo. Like, I could be immortal. I could do that. I could do whatever Lamar Jackson does. She immediately texts Evan and is like, do you want to hang out like right now? Do you want to hang out right now at this very moment?
Incredible. We cut away from there. We head over to our next PC. Evan, describe where Evan is at currently as he receives this text and what he looks like.
Evan is hanging out in his shared suite with his suite mates in his fraternity house. Evan is your typical super senior. He really only needs like 2 or 3 credits to get by. Always has a cap on backwards, got his sweatbands on. He's an air genasi. He's got, light blue hair, and then underneath his hat are just curls of super duper messy hair. Like the hat is just because he can't tame the curls. He's got on a pair of gray sweatpants. He's got on a pair of Adidas sneakers and big oversized t-shirt. Pretty low-key in how he likes to dress, likes to be like baggy and airy, and he is 100% on an inflatable couch, just sitting there watching whatever TV show one of his underclassmen has put on, and just looks at his phone and immediately types back, "Where can I meet you?"
Incredible. As Vlock is answering that text and stuff like that, you're in your like a common living area inside of your fraternity house. There are a couple different people here. You see Hector is there as well, and he sort of is just like walking through in just like his underwear. It's still kind of like pretty early in midday, and he's walking through and he's just kind of motions over and says, dude, business classes are going to be crazy this year. You know, I heard they're doing micro and get this and macro economics. What's that about?
Like, no way, dude. No, we can't have that. Micro and macro economics. I have to worry about my micros and macros in my nutrition. And now I got to worry about it in my business too. Like,
Tell me about it.
sheesh.
I know. My little brother, Paris, he's a freshman this year.
Yeah?
Actually, how old? He's a sophomore, I think. I forget. Anyway, that kid, he wants to be an adventurer. I don't think it's going to happen for him, but I don't have the heart to kind of bully him into picking, switching to business. It's safety. You know, you gotta, there's so many options.
Business is always like the safest thing, because if you want to go into your own business, like, you know how to manage one. Otherwise, if you want to do something else, I don't know. I'm good with numbers. It's going to help me run Pop's business one day, hopefully. Like, business is just so safe. Like, adventuring, it's like being an entrepreneur. Like, you gotta go out and find your own missions, employ yourself. Like, that's too much work.
Yeah. Entrepreneur. It's the first line in my Insta bio.
Oh, okay.
And I want everyone to know
Yeah. Mhm.
that I work for me, you know?
You do it, dude.
That's what it means, I'm pretty sure. And he
Makes
kind of
sense.
just walks, he kind of just sultry walks out.
All right.
As you get a text back from Vlock, are you saying that you're at your place?
I'm saying that I will be at Evan's place in no time. I'm very fast.
Okay.
I will just run off some of this adrenaline.
Oh,
Just head right
oh
over
god,
there.
I gotta clean. Oh god. And start like scrubbing things, like pulling out the Clorox wipes, wiping down the inflatable couch, and like clearing up the beer cans and things, trying to like make it a slightly more approachable frat house.
Amazing. I love that. Okay. As you're like in the middle of cleaning, you kind of just started. You're in the middle of cleaning. There's a knock on your door right as you get a text, not from Vlock. It's a text from Pandora.
All right. What's it say?
It says, "Hey babe, I'm out front."
Oh shit. Oh shit, V's coming. Kind of straighten out my clothes and like fluff my hair and open the door. Hey baby, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, figured it's the new year, new semester. Thought I'd stop by.
Perfect. Hey, I'm just gonna give you a heads up. Do you remember V from the track team, the Herring Gun?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So apparently she's got some like super awesome news, and she's gonna come by. You cool if she hangs with us?
Oh, I mean, I was kind of hoping for more of a one-on-one, but I mean, why don't we reschedule for, there's a huge party tonight.
I think that would be perfect, because I'm gonna be honest, like Hector's kind of trashed the place, and like Pandora, you don't deserve to be in a frat house. You're too beautiful for a place like this.
Oh, stop it, babes. Well, let's reschedule, and we'll call it meet me at the, is the word reschedule getting you meta? Sorry. I can see it. She says, well, yes, let's you've heard that Eta Sigma Chi Hex, they're having a huge rager, like the first big kickoff of the year.
Yeah.
Everyone's going, is what I've heard.
Well, that means that I'm gonna go with you, so nobody takes my girl.
Please, you've always had a special place in my heart, and I thought maybe I could show you. I don't know. I've always been nervous about letting anyone see my box, but I think maybe tonight could be the night. I don't know.
Let's see what happens, baby.
All right. Well, it's a date.
Excellent. I'll give her like a quick kiss on the cheek.
She blushes a little bit and sort of like like very like rom-com, sort of like skips away.
And as soon as she walks away, he like kind of collapses in like the doorway, trying to keep up the bravado. And like try to collect himself, and he's like, "Fuck, I gotta clean!" And like runs back, starts trying to clean up the place again.
Amazing. Okay. As we'll say like right around then is when Vlock arrives, just as you're kind of finished cleaning. But we are gonna
Perfect.
cut away from there as we meet another PC, Kairos. There was a
That's
roll
me.
of the R when it was first pronounced. Kairos.
Yes.
We enter into your dorm room, suite. What's the sort of living situation?
Even though he has affiliations that could probably get him some better lodgings, he decided that he wanted the full college experience, having been homeschooled for most of his life, and got a roommate named Icarus, and is boarded up in just the regular common freshman dorm room area. And he's got the small twin-sized bed that seems like the twin size was even cut in half. And his side of the room is like this weird mix because he is a wizard, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that's used for like spell casting and things of that nature, and a bunch of books on research about space and time and understanding fate. But then you also see plastered across the wall are posters of figures that inspire him. So you see like Galileo and Aristotle and all these different figures. But then also you see a picture for a movie poster for the movie Hercules starring Dwayne Johnson. And he is the biggest nerd for Hercules. Like, he is obsessed with Hercules. Like, it's just like his favorite person of all time. And all of that kind of contrasts his actual look, which is he seems to be this humanoid figure, this black man with almost a grayish tint to his skin, and his attire is just full on somebody's dark academia Pinterest board. So he's wearing a gray sweater vest with a black button-up shirt with a black tie to go along with it. He's got loose kind of slack pants, some dress shoes to go along with it. Fingers are covered in different sorts of rings of different sizes, just the black rings, silver rings, and then lastly just his hair is it's shaved a bit down on the sides, and his natural hair color is black, but his massive locks are kind of wrapped up into a messy bun, and they're kind of dyed a dark brown because he was feeling a little adventurous one day and decided to box diet.
Amazing. Incredible. Kairos, a couple of things. So you know that you have a scheduled early meeting with one of your professors, Professor Aries, later today.
Okay.
But you've also heard through the grapevine, through some of your classmates, because correct me if I'm wrong, but Kairos is fairly like personable.
Yes.
Like friendly, like
so
talks to people and stuff.
despite his attire, and like there is a genuine dark energy that you cannot describe when he walks into a room that is very unsettling. But he's very, very nice and very, very approachable. That's kind of the aura he kind of has about him, even though his personality is very different from that.
Amazing. There is a knock on your like the main door to your entire living situation.
Oh. Kairos has the telekinetic feat, so he would use even though you can't see it, he shoots out a thread of fate from his pocket that wraps around the door handle and just kind of opens it.
Love it. As you shoot this invisible thread and open the door, you see 3 powerful, well-statured women walk through the door. each looking remarkably similar while also having a uniqueness to each one. One is, they're kind of like the easiest way to tell them apart is height differential. One is like incredibly short, one's average height, and one is like scarily gaunt and tall and just string bean sort of vibes. As your adopted mother and your two aunts walk into the, even though one is kind of has taken on its sort of grandmotherly role,
Yeah.
but the Fates walk in, the Moirai walk into your dorm room. As they all do, they all sort of circle around you and just give you a big group hug and start planting kisses all over your face and everything.
No. This is good. This is good.
Yes, this is very good, and I am
Everything
excited.
is going according to plan.
It's just when you say that, then it doesn't feel as genuine. But yes, things are going according to plan based on the setup that I have, and everything's looking pretty good. I got my posters up. The rocking chair was a little bit frustrating to put back together, but besides that, everything's going as planned. And when you say as planned, what exactly do you have planned?
Well, us telling you is not part of the plan. Isn't that crazy?
That's a good point. What was there? Anything else?
Oh, I almost forgot. Hold on. Atropos,
stop gazing out the window. And you see Atropos kind of looking out the window, just going,
that one's not gonna make it.
What?
You gotta stop doing that. You gotta. It's weird.
What?
I've heard people say
it's a
it was
heavy
weird.
burden.
I know, but looking at someone and being like, 7 months, it really is not a good conversational piece. And it
Well, I
makes
don't
things
say that
really
to
awkward.
them.
I know, but you don't have an inside voice. You don't say it to them, but you.
Why would
just
I
have
need
an
inside voice?
Okay, all right, we're running in circles here. Mom, what's going on? What's up?
Okay, well, Atropos, give me the thing. All right, very good.
and you see Atropos pulls out from under her cloak this massive old looking tome with gold leaf along the edges that sort of like as she runs a finger over it turns a dark like metallic black and just hands you this dusty old looking dark grimoire and hands it to you and says,
well, I think it's important that you have this now in the present. That's sort of my whole thing is the present time. I'm big on that.
I know. Yeah.
Seize the moment kind of thing, you know?
Look, I know I don't have the normal experience that most kids have growing up because you literally can't keep secrets from your parents who can, or your family that can see time itself and your fate. But I am grateful for everything that you guys have done, even when you don't explain it to me at all whatsoever or make any sense.
Know, if the thread said to explain it to you, then we would explain it to you, right? Clotho, what do you think? Yeah, that's all right. All right, whatever. She's head in the clouds, that one. Anyway, listen, it's important that you're here.
Yeah.
This is going to be a big semester for you and for some of your friends. Your roommate, he's got a huge part to play, I think. I can't tell you, but maybe, probably. Who's to say?
Right.
I'm to say.
Yeah. So what is this your book? And I kind of
Atropos, who did this book belong to?
Through the tome.
And
The
Atropos
grimoire.
looks at it and goes,
I don't know. I'm a future thinker, baby. I don't look at that shit. Ask Clotho. All right. Clotho, who did this book once belong to, please? Tell us the past of this book. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was our book. Long ago. We sort of made it.
Wait, did you guys like used to be adventurers too?
Maybe.
Like before you guys were like, deciding fates and all that stuff, you guys actually had chances to go out in the world and
Yeah, we fucked some shit up. We did some things. You should have seen your mother. One time there was a mountain who could move. It was like a mountain on legs. What do they call them? Titans. I almost forgot the Titans. Jesus.
Kind of a big
Those
deal.
Titans, I'll tell you what. They could dance. Boy, could they dance.
So wait, you guys got to go on adventures, but my fate is to become a librarian.
Yeah, I'll let you handle that one. All right. Well, listen, here's the deal. Your fate, again, we can't tell you a ton. That would be against the rules. Your fate is this. You just gotta be here around this time and, focus on your studies. I know that you're big on the adventuring stuff, though. Aren't you getting pretty close with Ares, with Professor Ares?
Oh, I learned how to use a rapier now. That was pretty neat. I haven't actually been in a fight yet, but yeah.
Just hang in there. It'll happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Sooner than you think. Anyway, we gotta go.
Yep. Sounds
all right.
Good. Kind of slams the door.
Take care. They all huddle their way out. And we are gonna cut from there before we meet Icarus. We'll be back. Don't worry, Icarus. We're gonna cut from there as we meet Hedone. Hedone, where do you think that you're living? Is it in the dorms? Is it off-campus housing? Is it where do you think Hedone sleeps at night, kind of thing?
So, being the spoiled child of Eros and Psyche, they were able to pull some strings and get her a singular room as an RA, even though she's a freshman. So everything's already set up, and she's standing in front of the mirror, and she's just kind of looking at herself, kind of fixing her hair because she's supposed to go talk to her grandmother, and she is totally not wanting to. Her dad is there, and kind of like it's okay, encouraging her a little bit, but she's not really paying attention, and she's just looking in the mirror and fixing her hair and fixing her clothes. So that's where she is.
Okay. And you said your dad is there?
Yes.
Just your dad, not your mom?
Mom and grandma don't really get along because, like,
right.
The whole thing with them between, mom and dad got married despite grandma's objections and the trials that she put mom through, and the whole thing with Persephone. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So you're in this singular room living amongst other freshmen and maybe sophomores as an RA. And your dad's helping you kind of bring boxes inside of different decorations and different things. And like, it's a lot of the other students are kind of casting glances as you're bringing in like brand new furniture. Like, this is like, I'm imagining, this is a very real experience for me, like seeing the student who like has all these like incredible appliances and is bringing in like gaming systems and different things where you're like, geez, I'm lucky to have a box fan. Yeah. What is going on with this?
So like, there are like servants like pulling in like a rack of clothes of like definitely designer clothes, but like designer clothes no one's ever heard of. Only like the super rich hear about these clothes type of thing. And she's just like, it goes over there. Like, she's so uninterested about the whole thing. Like, she's being forced into college. She's being forced into this whole thing.
Right. your father Eros is sort of just ushering the entire cascade of servants, bringing things in and stuff like that, and it's just doing one of those like, all right, now over here, please. Now put the water fountain. I think it's going to be a little rough. Put it in the communal bathroom. I think all the students will like that. Fantastic. And what do we think about the refrigerator? Full-sized. My daughter will not have a mini fridge, whatever the hell that is. I don't think so.
It doesn't matter, Daddy.
Oh, only the best for you, my dear. Oh, look at that. Your mother's calling. Hold on. Hello, dear. Oh, yes. Mwah, mwah. Incredible. Where are you now? I don't know what that is. All right, can you hear? Hold on. Sweetheart, I'll be right back. I'm having trouble getting service here. Yeah, I'll be right back. And sort of just walks off as your grandmother, Aphrodite, one of the professors here at Mythos University, specializing in love and beauty, comes over to you and she kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and says, listen, my dear, I think that this is going to be good for you. I think that this experience will be formative.
Well, I don't understand why I have to be here. Like, I was perfectly fine at home. I had a party to go to. I was invited again, as per usual. I have to do these things, so why do I have to be here?
Well, there's parties here.
Like, I have to go to classes and talk to other people. Like, these people are they're not even gods. Like, some of them are demigods. God,
now, dear, listen. Yes, some of them are demigods, but it's gonna be all right. Okay? You're gonna meet new people. You're gonna be able to get out there, try new things. Okay? You need to expand your horizons. You need to be challenged. That's how you're gonna get better. Okay?
Better at what? Better at being myself. I am the quintessential goddess of partying. I don't understand how it could be any better than that. I'm your granddaughter. Why do I have to do this? Why can't you just get me a degree? I don't understand.
I could.
So then why don't you
I choose
that?
not to. Oh. No, thank you.
I mean, also, grandmother.
You know, Persephone has a mother who's actually quite powerful. Look at her. Look at Persephone.
Well, first of all, I mean, you and Persephone. I mean, I heard about Adonis and that whole debacle. So, do you really want to bring her up, Grandma? I mean, Grandmother. I mean, it's not the best look. Just saying. Anyway, could you not touch the sweater? It's expensive, and it's one of the few ones Daddy got me. He only got me 6 of them, and it's like Laura Piana. So please don't touch.
Touch. Oh. I will touch what I please, granddaughter. Now, here's what's up, little one.
Oh, God.
I will see you in my class tomorrow morning, sharp, early. I should have said a time before I said the word sharp, but I didn't because that's how frustrated I am right now.
Why do I... First of all, why do I have to take your class? There's classes with Zeus, isn't there, or something? Why do I have to take
He's
your
the
class?
dean.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Well, maybe if you went to class, you would learn what a dean is. How about that, Tadone?
She starts fidgeting with the necklace that's around her neck, and it doesn't really match the outfit because she has on a button-up knit top and a tweed mini skirt and red pumps that kind of match everything, but the necklace doesn't really go, but she's definitely fidgeting with it in a frustrated way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Okay, so here's the deal. How about I drop your class, right? and like I could take like a 10 o'clock or something. Like I heard that there's like a PE class or a track class, or what is it, athletics, something like where I have to run or something.
It sounds like you're very good at running. Away from your problems. I'll see you in class tomorrow morning. By the way, there is a party tonight. It's at the Hex Frat, and I heard it's going to be fun. Maybe
I know I was called.
maybe go and trip Persephone if you see her there. I heard that she's dating some sort of super senior Hades or some shit. Disgusting. I don't understand it. Problematic is what it is. Goodbye.
I mean, she gets
She
frustrated.
storms off.
She gets really frustrated in the middle of her sentence. She's just like, oh.
And at that point, your dad returns and is like, "Honey, what is going on? You're all in a tizzy."
Your mother.
Uh-oh.
Your mother was here and she enrolled me in
Yes.
her class.
I get it. Yes, it's all about good luck. That's really going to be trying for you, but it'll be good. It'll be good, I promise.
I don't even want to go. Like, what? Can I just go home with you, please?
I wish, but your grandmother threatened your mother's life, and so you have to be here. It's all right. It's going to be fine.
Can't. Okay, how did she threaten her life? It's not even possible. She's a goddess now,
I don't
too.
know. I know. It had less to do with death and more to do with like some sort of, I don't know, plague. I think they borrowed something from the Judeo-Christians, something to do with boils. I don't get it.
Anyway, Daddy, can I go like to the party like this? I'm supposed to go to a party tonight at a frat. I'm like,
My dear,
You know-
you're impeccable. Stunning.
you know who's gonna be there? And like, I don't want to like not
Who?
impress.
Achilles?
No,
Oh, sorry, I don't know who.
like
He's the first student on my
Oh.
mind. He's a good-looking chap.
we broke up, Daddy.
All right. Sorry,
God.
you didn't tell me anything.
I do. You just don't listen. You're too busy kissing Mom.
Well, it's important that I continually show her affection as often as Hold on. There
Oh
she
my
is.
God! Stop.
Hello, dear. Hold on. I'll be right back.
She walks over to the door and just closes the door.
And we cut away from there as we head back to Kairos's dorm, where we're gonna meet the roommate Icarus. Icarus, describe your portion of the suite and dorm room and everything like that, as well as what Icarus looks like.
Okay, so Icarus is like, he's like too tall, but also not built out. He's like just like stretched like a gummy person. Just super tall, very skinny, super nerdy, big glasses, but they're like, you know, super thick. Button down shirt. He generally, like, he does not have the ability to grow facial hair. He's like in his, like, you know, almost 20s and just not, it's never coming in at this point.
Or 33, and you're kind of
just,
I get it.
no, but worse. No, but like, it's literally just,
but
he just gets like the little, just this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, and it's like
I
super
relate.
wispy and just whatever. So it's like, yeah. But his half of the room, he's got like this huge chemistry set. He's doing like a lot of chemistry classes and stuff. He's actually got like his bed is on like a raised thing so that he can fit a whole desk
Lofted up.
under his bed where he keeps all of his chemistry stuff. There's, you know, a couple of potions that are just kind of actively brewing. He's sitting at his desk, like taking notes, kind of doing some chemistry stuff while things are kind of brewing in across there. And then Yeah, I think that's about
Okay.
it.
Brilliant. You are in there. You have all this chemistry stuff. You can hear the like bubbling of different things or the drip drops of like a distillation set that's kind of been set in motion. And you actually receive a knock on your door.
Okay, I'll go up, answer the door.
You answer the door. There is a. What year do you think? Because Kairos is what, a freshman?
Yeah, this will be his first year.
Freshman.
So probably
is Icarus
freshman. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So you probably wouldn't recognize this student. She's a little bit older. I believe that she's a junior. Um, Student. Her face is one of those like it's almost like eerie because of how perfectly symmetrical it is and how like it just is like there's not a single flaw to her skin. It's like glowing. She has like curly blonde ringlets of hair, and you see her in a little like her dress doesn't match how pretty she is. She has on like a polo shirt that has a little name tag on it and then like an emblem of the business that she seems to be working at. And the business has a pair of shoes with a wing on them. And on that, next to it, it says Hermes Express. And her name tag says Helen.
Hi.
As hey darling, how you doing? I got a delivery for you. Are you Icarus? Sorry, I should have asked that first.
Yeah. That's me.
All right, great, doll. Can you just sign this for me real quick?
Sure.
All right. Beautiful. All right. You a freshman here? I've never seen you before.
Yeah, I just started.
Oh, fantastic. Well, enchanté.
Hi.
It does that sort of like overly dainty.
Yeah. I have no idea what to do when somebody does that, so just kind of like
All right. You're getting there. Okay, great. Hey, listen, there's a huge Rager party tonight, you know. I think freshmen are allowed because it's sort of like a rush event over at Eta Sigma Chi at the
Okay.
Hex frat house, if you guys are interested.
I mean,
Yeah, dude, we should totally go. It's just me in the bed, just having a book the whole entire time.
but I've got to like, I've got potions going and stuff. I mean, do we really need to go out? There's going to be a lot of people there and like.
Yeah, listen. I closed my book. I have read so many books about how you should interact with groups of people. I'm telling you, I've got this in the bag. You and me, buddy, we're gonna be wingmen up in the club. We're gonna be just the coolest cats. Right?
Okay. All right. I'm sold. We can do it. This has got another day and a half to brew anyway.
Perfect.
All right. Well, fantastic. Okay.
Hi, I'm
well,
Kairos.
again, my name is Kairos. Pleasure. Name's Helen. I'm from Troy. It's not a big deal. Well, let's see you fellas there. All right.
Okay.
And she darts off, just goes from 0 to 100 dead sprint and just runs
I
away.
think she likes you, man.
I mean, okay.
She's just really friendly at her job. It's probably a good thing you didn't try to hit on her, and that would make it like
Yeah,
super
I mean,
awkward
she's in
to
like the work
hit on someone while they're
uniform
work.
and
Yeah, that would be highly
Yeah.
inappropriate. That should be something you should never do. I read about that.
okay.
What?
Yeah.
What are you gonna wear to the party?
I mean, I opened my closet and it's just white button-down shirts, ties, khaki slacks.
Okay, so we take that, and it's like as Kairos is surprisingly into fashion, is like, okay, we can make this work. You just we'll wear the third button-up shirt 2 buttons down, roll up the sleeves. I can give you some of my jewelry. We're in
Okay.
motion. Just
Okay, if you
be
say
yourself,
so.
and we will find the group of people that will,
You know,
come to us.
I have been working on something for this actually, and I like pull up a little test tube of stuff. Like, this is a charisma potion. But maybe that'll work. It's just that's how I'm flavoring enhanceability as different little potions that I can drink.
That's for you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. I didn't know if it was about to get like real awkward. I was like, whoa.
No.
Okay.
I know that
Gotcha.
I'm bad with people, so I'm gonna try to hedge
Listen.
it in my favor.
Icarus, you don't have to worry about that, man. I am someone who just has, as some people have said, an extremely disturbing presence. And that's okay. I still found a roommate. It doesn't matter what people say about you. Eventually, you will.
I mean, I did get that
find your
mysterious letter like 4 weeks before we started saying that you're destined to be roommates with Kairos.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of doom and gloom in that if we didn't become roommates.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's not that like fate is set in stone. It's like kind of one of those things where it's like like mortals, deities, like everyone is just so predictable that you can basically, just see
Right.
what's going to happen to people. But I mean, yeah, assuming that I didn't end up showing up and that we did end up roommates, yeah, it was probably meaning that we're going to end up in a very catastrophic timeline.
Yeah.
So it actually is a really good thing that they sent you the letter. The letter means things are going well.
Yes.
If they didn't send the letter, then that probably means we'd all be dead.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Icarus, you're holding this package still.
whole time. Right. Okay. Right. Well, I'll take it over to my. I'll take it over and open it up.
You unwrap this package that has your name printed on it, and inside you find a set of beautifully feathered wings that seem to have been crafted together with wax and cloth and straps and stuff like that. And alongside it is a scroll, like a piece of parchment rolled up.
I roll my eyes. Okay, I know what this is. Open it up. I'll start reading.
It says, Icarus, my boy, I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you for the first day of school. You know I've been very busy with my work. But I'm hoping for things to be all finished soon. Big things ahead, my boy. I'm hoping one day for you to be a part of it. Signed, your dad, Daedalus.
Typical.
So what is it? It's like a decoration?
These are pretty cool. I mean, knowing my dad, these probably work.
Like
wings.
Wearing wax wings?
I'm gonna go ahead and put them on. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of got like a couple little straps. You gotta do that, and it makes the wings kind of extend out. I mean,
like that movie Old Boy.
I don't think I got that one.
Never mind. It's okay.
Yeah. They work. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean,
but before
cool.
we
Should
can
I
get
wear 'em to the
fully
party?
into that, absolutely should. Absolutely should. I'm picturing those costume fairy wings, feathers. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, but we are gonna cut away from there, and we head over to our final, but our most vocal fried PC. You know her, you love her. Nova. Please describe to me, how dare you? Please describe to me where Nova is, where does she live on campus and stuff like that, or right off campus, and what she looks like.
Nova, she lives on campus against her own will. She wanted to be off, but gotta be close to the uncles. It's fine. She's fine. So she lives alone because she's scared off her roommates. I wonder what happened. No one knows. She is a siren. Blue skin, pink scales, always like glittering and stuff. Wavy hair. Her hair used to be like a blue, but like chlorine and water and stuff faded it out. Now she's blonde at this moment in time, but she'll probably dye it later. She captain of the swim team, pink eyes. And right now she's just chilling in her room with her baby pet shark and a
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. You have your baby pet shark swimming around.
I wonder why my roommates are not here.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? You, as you're chilling in this this dorm room by yourself, you get a couple knocks on the door. It actually sounds like several knocks, like all simultaneously.
And she's like, I'm coming. And then she gets out of bed and then head over to the door and opens it up. What?
You see 3 almost identical sisters, the Harpy sisters from Tri-Pi, Helga, Heidi, and Helen. As all of them, as soon as you open the door, they're like, oh my God, Nova, you didn't tell us that you moved in. You didn't text us.
Maybe there was a reason for that. Hey, girls.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. I love you. We love you, don't we?
Love
we love
you.
her.
Love you
We're
guys.
big fans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, listen, did you hear about the big party that's happening at Eta Sigma Chi?
Of course I heard about a party. Why would you ask a stupid question like that?
Oh my God, sorry, I'm so stupid.
It's fine. Y'all
Helga,
intelligent.
stop being stupid in front of our friend Nova.
Yeah.
Dang. Sorry about that, Nova.
Fine. It's fine. And just one time.
Never again. Sorry. So, do you have your eyes on anybody? I heard that a bunch of people are going to be there. Everyone who's anybody is going to be there. I heard that Achilles might be there.
Achilles. Well, she's going to check her text messages real fast, like to make sure they're on or off again real fast. So she checked.
You check. Interesting. Go ahead and roll a d20 and call odds or evens.
First roll.
Okay.
And that is a nat 1.
That is a nat 1.
Wow. Not only is it the wrong, but it's also a 1.
We're only going
It's not a sign. It's not a sign.
Yeah. You do have specifically 2 texts from Achilles. The first one is from late last night, maybe early morning, that just says, "You up?"
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a second one that says, "That wasn't meant for you."
Oh. She looks at it and it's like, oh. So yeah, Achilles is there. I don't know if I can handle the party. She starts like fake like tearing up. Like we broke up.
Oh my God.
We broke up.
What?
I know.
That dog.
She started. I called him one of Aphrodite's girls.
Oh my God. Stop it. Well, we have to go to the party now and kill him to death with our incredible looks.
Yeah, you're right. I heard Troy might be there. I know he hates Troy, so I might hit him
Good.
up.
There you go. If Troy is there, that's fantastic. Hector, have you seen Hector this year? Blow
Hector?
up.
Hector had a glow up. That's crazy.
Hector
I
looks
never-
good. Still stupid as rocks. Physically,
Look good.
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I make it look past that. We'll see.
Okay.
I was like, I'll try to talk to like maybe Achilles and something and just like show him he's boss or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Make a scene. Who knows?
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
All right. Fantastic. That's what I think you should do. Well, okay.
What the heck is going
We have to go check in with our sorority mother over at TriPie, but we'll see you at the party.
Yeah, of course. I'll be fashionably
course.
late. I'll bring the pixie punch.
Oh my god. I love to hear that. I hear that they're gonna have all kinds of drinks there and like games and stuff. I don't know. There's like a DJ Orpheus.
DJ Orpheus? He do be popping.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll talk to him.
He's pretty charismatic. He's got some moves going on. You know, it was supposed to be oh god, what are they called? Jason and the Argonauts.
Oh.
But they no-showed.
No-showed. Rude.
No-showed. No one's been able to get in touch with them.
Rude. That's crazy.
They fell off the face of the planet. Weird.
Weird.
I don't know. But
Wait, who
okay.
did?
Jason and the Argonauts. And with that, the TriPie Harpy sisters leave, and then you get a what's it called?
Package
You
call?
actually I'm sorry?
No, I was trying to guess. I was like, package call? What?
I know, right? It's something. I'm working with a couple of story elements and I'm just repeating them as they go. No, what we're gonna say is you do have a swim practice, like the first swim practice of the semester. So if you would like to go check that out.
Check that out. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta show who these bitches are boss. Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. You go to the Olympic pool and you see that your coach, Carl Charybdis, just a whirlpool inside the actual pool itself, just a physical embodiment of a whirlpool. And the whirlpool is his body and also his face. And then you just see thick rimmed glasses and a massive mustache in the whirlpool that doesn't move, but the whole whirlpool does, as Coach Carl Charybdis just goes, "All right, guys, so it's gonna be a new year, you know, and yeah, goodness gracious, you know, we're going after the championships this year. And you know, thanks to Captain Nova, I think we got a real shot. Captain, any words you want to say to the squad?"
Yeah. You know, guys, we got this year. Don't think of yourself as losers or anything, because we're gonna be winners. Yeah. Don't fail me or else.
Make an intimidation check.
Wait, what'd she say at the end?
Don't fail me or else.
Get your crap together.
Get y'all shit together. 17.
17. You
Yes,
see
Nova.
you see all of the other swimmers, and there are a bunch of different kinds. There are other sirens there. There are like one or two like mermaids. There is a inexplicably there's like a dryad who's there, who's just like your guy's probably worst teammate, like just gets waterlogged and floats, like can't go under the water because she's just made of wood that's buoyant. But there's a new girl on the team that you've never seen before who does not seem even a little bit phased by your intimidation, as the rest of the team seems to tremble a little bit. And she's just kind of standing behind everyone a little bit and just kind of is doing that thing with her arms crossed and is kind of leaning up against the wall. And she has turquoise skin and dark blue, like royal blue hair that sort of has like a Marilyn Monroe bob to it that kind of curls out at the end. And she just kind of like flicks her hair as you're done speaking and goes, "So, Coach Carl, is it possible to have a little swim off before we really get into practice? I would like to test our captain here. I know I am new to the team, but perhaps a friendly rivalry will help boost our spirits." Not that that speech wasn't invigorating, of course. And you see Coach Carl Charybdis just go, "Oh, geez. Oh, sorry, gang. I forgot to introduce our newest swimmer on squad. This is Nikki the Nymph. Nikki. I understand you're here. You're a new student. You're sort of transferring in. I think that's a great idea. We can kind of show some of the freshmen who are thinking about joining what's up. If that's all right with you, Nova."
I was like, Noah's eye like just like the quickest twitch, and she's like, yeah. I think a swim off is just fine. She rips off her jersey. Ready.
Incredible.
Varsity jacket.
So, with this, would you say that you're better at athletics or acrobatics? Because it's going to be your best stat.
They're both the same, so I'm gonna go with athletics.
Athletics it is. Okay. Give me an athletics roll.
I'm so
These
scared.
dice. Don't fail me, dice. This would be really
Or else.
embarrassing. Or else.
This Nova.
As you and Nikki the Nymph get into the water, or rather are on your like diving blocks. I haven't watched swimming in so long. You know, they famously start in the water. You're on your diving blocks, like you have your ridiculously tight caps on and are you're just waiting for the corner of the pool is just constantly in a whirlpool formation as Carl isn't able to get out of the water. And he's just going, "All right, so just go on the gun, okay?" And just produces a gun out of water. Like a starting pistol.
Got it.
And as he fires it off, what did you roll?
18.
18. Incredible. That's actually so poetic because I rolled a 17.
Because I was like, I rolled a 17, but I got a +1. So
yeah. Describe to us how you. It's fairly close. It's closer than than Nova was probably thinking. But describe to us what it looks like as Nova wins this race.
Yeah, as she's like, she just starts like, doing her warm-up stretches while she's on the block. It's like her like neck gills ruffling up for a moment as she dives in and does butterfly strokes. Is like her famous strokes that she is like known for. And as she was going in, she thought she was like all in the lead energy, like she's like normally wiping out the competition, and she just sees like Nikki neck and neck, and that makes her so wet and stressed, and she's like, I cannot let her embarrass me like this. And she just switches it up and started doing freestyling, and she's like, I am going to win. And like, it was a close race, but like it's too close that like even though Noah won, Nova's like, that's too close and that can never happen again.
Incredible. As you touch the wall faster than Nikki Nymph does, the whole team begins to cheer and cheer you on and say your praise and stuff like that, as a kind of meek looking satyr who's kind of has like shaggy hair that's kind of like a little bit in front of her face, and is wearing like baggy kind of clothes, just kind of like, as you can imagine, like especially an indoor pool is like quite hot normally on the inside, so she's kind of like sweating, but she's wearing like a kind of a baggy sweater. And this is Sarah Sater, the treasurer and manager of the swim team. And Sarah Sater sort of helps you out of the pool a little bit and just is like, wow, Nova, that was, I mean, to be expected, but still, that was incredible. It was really
Thanks,
cool to
Sarah.
see.
Thanks, Sarah. How's sales been going?
Oh, God, I almost forgot. So we made a new design of t-shirt.
Nice.
Some of the proceeds go to the team, but I have you in on a 10% cut.
Thank
so
you.
On the front, it says Supernova, and on the back, it just says boom. Like that. And of course, it
Awesome.
kind of matches your aesthetic. So it's sort of, blues and teals and stuff like that.
Awesome. Love it. I was like, love you, Sarah. Then she just pats the top of her head.
Oh, jeez. I love you too. Just kind of walks off.
Dies.
Incredible. So, actually, before we go to break, I'm going to get one more scene in before it hits, because we have 7 minutes before 8:30. I can snag one more in. Hey, Evan. Whoops, that paper was not supposed to fly out. Evan, you also have sports practice today at the track.
I do, yeah.
Now, as you start heading towards the track, you're like in your what would you think your running outfit is, your track outfit?
Well,
It's practice. It's not like a
yeah,
maybe not
I've got the
uniform,
the compression shorts on that are like kind of go down just above the knee with like my baggy shorts over top, and like the long sleeve like compression shirt. So like well fitted, still have the cap on. He'll maybe drop the cap if he's being serious, but like, and the sweatbands, they never come off.
Amazing. Now that your father, Hermes, yes, he is the founder and the CEO of Hermes Express, a delivery conglomerate that handles deliveries of all kinds, whether it be food or furniture or baked goods or anything really. But he's also often the track coach. However, he is sort of on, and you probably would have come into this semester knowing this, that he's on sabbatical, essentially. He's just, as far as you know, like what he's told you has been fairly limited on what exactly he's going to be up to, but he did mention that work is getting a little crazy.
Yeah.
So that you have for lack of a better term, like a temporary interim coach for the time being, but you're not sure who it is or what they're like or anything like that, what their qualifications are or anything like that.
Yeah.
So as you approach the track, getting ready for practice, you see standing there is probably a 4 foot tall, skin and bones, so skinny little man wearing old school kind of like one of those like almost spaghetti strap muscle shirts that kind of goes way too low down. Has on like, similar to you, has on like those compression shorts that dip out below his actual shorts. And he has on, unlike your father who has wings on his shoes, this person has wings on their hat. They have on like a baseball hat, kind of like yours, except it's facing forward, and 2 wings coming out on either side. And as you approach with some of the other track athletes and stuff like that, he addresses the crowd and says, Buongiorno, buongiorno. My name is Mercury. I'm coming from the University of Rome. Now, I am happy to be here for this, as you know, I a long time work for the school that is often your rivals, the Romans. But I've heard that there's a lot of promise on this team and that there are a lot of good people and good athletes. I hope that in my being here, I can sort of teach you what I know. All right, so let's get right into it. Let's do some stretches, okay, gang? All right, fantastic. Everyone touch your toes. Question, Meadow?
This is really for flavor. I am not in the scene, but can I be in the bleachers watching?
1,000,000%
Same.
yes.
Same.
Yes, for sure. You may be there to
Awesome.
watch. Absolutely.
Thank you.
You start doing some stretches and stuff like that, and then he begins to run you through some drills. Go ahead and make either athletics or an acrobatics check as you're going through these just like quick sprints, just like some drills and stuff like that, just to see how they go.
Yay, acrobatics. Here we go.
You got the 7.
18.
18. Incredible. Okay. Yeah, you're rushing past other students and stuff like that and doing really, really well on your first day back to the track. And Mercury kind of flutters over by you. You see that he's not often standing on the ground, so he's still meeting you at eye level, but he's fluttering or hovering rather, as his wings on his head are just flapping. And he comes over to you and says, "Ay, Dios mío, that was incredible. That was very good stuff, I must say. I understand that your father is Hermes, sort of one of my longest rivals, actually, but..."
Yeah, well, it's in like the DNA, I guess, in our whole family to be like, fast. I am kind of actually genuinely surprised to see you here, Mercury. I don't have that
See.
Mercury. I'm trying. I'm sorry. I don't want to
No,
say
it's all
someone's
right.
name wrong if I can't pronounce it right, but can I call you
You
Merc?
tried, though. I appreciate that. Don't call me that.
Okay. Coach. I'm gonna call
Mercury's
you
fine.
Coach. Can I call you
Yeah,
Coach?
the coach is also okay. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, yeah, that's better for me. Yeah.
Right, incredible.
Yeah.
So here, I was thinking sort of along the lines of expanding your repertoire. I understand that you specialize in sprints, correct?
Yeah,
The short
yeah.
distance.
Yeah, 100
Have you ever
meter dash.
considered? Have you ever considered maybe expanding that? Maybe doing a 400 meter, maybe doing an 800 or something like
No.
that.
Never came across
Brilliant.
my mind.
Okay, fantastic. What about a relay race?
No.
No, as in you've never considered it, or no, you are not interested?
Never considered it, but I mean, maybe that could be kind of
Okay.
cool. I mean, if you think I can do other things to like impress dad, I'll try stuff, but like I kind of made my whole thing about like being the fastest person and
Right.
like trying to break that 10-second mark, but you tell me,
Of
coach.
course. Well, I was thinking that if we did a 4x100, so four
Yeah.
racers,
Yeah.
you would be the anchor, the last one to receive the baton and finish the race. Think of it this way.
Yeah.
If your fellow competitors are slow, you would be the one to catch up and pass everybody else.
Oh, rock on. Yeah. I love that.
Right.
I'll be an anchor.
Let's practice some baton passing then. And as he does, he goes over to like a bench over where like there's those giant Gatorade jugs and stuff like that, and takes his hat off and pops back onto the ground and puts the hat down on the bench. And as he kind of runs over to you and he does some quick stretches and lunges and stuff like that, he goes, "Trust me, if I was wearing that hat, it would not be fair. So let's practice." And as the two of you are practicing, I'm going to remember everyone's names eventually. Vlok and Hedone. Let me have perception checks.
Ooh, okay. Yay.
Let's go.
Yay.
I'm very,
proficient-
very
I'm
good at
proficient in
this.
perception. That is a
What is
6.
math? It's a 24.
I got a 10.
Incredible. A 10. Okay.
Good.
Hedone, you're just transfixed by this interim coach, just this 4-foot tall man sprinting so fast. Just like is actually like incredibly gifted at sprinting, and it's throwing you off a little bit.
Yeah.
But Vlock, you're looking at the race and you're curious to see. You never got a chance to work with Mercury before. You've always, when you were on part of the team, you always worked with Hermes. But something catches your eye around the bleachers. There's a blur, something so fast that it almost is naked to the eye. But with the 24, you don't actually see what it is. It's moving too fast as it essentially makes like a zigzag motion going back and forth from underneath the bleachers and then darts away out of sight. But somebody steals Mercury's hat and then vanishes.
Yeah.
He did just leave.
Somebody fast.
Somebody fast. Okay. I will shout that out from the bleachers. I'm sitting down and I'm like, yeah, no, really, that's wicked good form. That's crazy good. Evan's gonna be super happy to hear this. And then she looks up and sees like, and is like, thank God.
And Mercury comes back and starts a big thing and starts interrogating students, like absolutely furious, and looks like nervous that his hat was stolen and all this kind of stuff, and is just like Roman expletives or just curses are coming out of his mouth. You don't really understand them, but they sound dirty. And and with that, we're gonna head to break. So thanks for joining us so far. Keep tuning in to see where this goes, because when we come back, we're going to start heading towards this big party at Hex Fraternity, the first big rager of the year, and see what our players get into there. And who the hell stole that hat? All right, we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
Hey gang, did you know we have a Patreon now? Well, we do. In the episode description, you'll find the link. We have 3 different tiers available with all kinds of extra access or content. For example, you could have listened to this episode already, or you could get access to bonus action, our extra episodes where we talk about stuff like favorite spells, monsters, we go over multi-class builds, homebrew material, and more. And that's not all, because there's going to be more and more stuff coming out as So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master continues to grow. So go check it out, and then come back and finish this episode.
And we're back, gang, and the gang's all here. Thanks for sticking around. Let's get back into part 2 where we left off. We met all of our incredible characters and sort of an interesting motley crew of students. Here we have Evan, the son of Hermes, track star. We have Hedone, the daughter of 2 parents who really love each other. Who seems to have something about demigods? What the heck? Wait till she meets the mortals in the group. Speaking of which, we also have Kairos. I'm always going to pronounce it that way now. Kairos, the adopted son of one of the Fates, who... it didn't necessarily come up, but are also the advisors on campus, because they know what classes you should probably take.
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
Then we have Icarus, son of Daedalus, who received incredible wings that have wax, keeping the feathers attached and stuff like that, and an artificer alchemist who doesn't seem thrilled to go to a gigantic, massive rager, but is being brought along by his wingman, as it were, his roommate.
The thread that holds your wings together.
Yeah. Exactly. Don't worry, he read a book about it. And then we have Vlock, a former track star who was part of a we're gonna keep referring to them as a commune. It wasn't a cult. Something to do with the reincarnation of Nike. There was a race to a tortoise where the tortoise, now apparently it's come to light, was using performance enhancers, but they want her back. But also there's talk of another potential reincarnation of Nike, a certain mortal living on the material plane named Lamar Jackson. What's that about? And the expression of Nike, the common motto of that commune is just do it, okay? Specifically with the okay. For copyright reasons, the okay is at the end of it, okay? Mm-hmm. Just do it, okay?
Do it, okay.
Like that. And then finally, we have Nova. Daughter of Poseidon, a captain of the swim team who absolutely smashed Nikki Nymph in this first early race, adored by many, including Sarah Sater, her businesswoman sort of helper who seems to have created a merch line on the side.
I love it.
As well as a trio of harpies, the Harpy sisters, Helga, Heidi, and Helen. And there's been talk of a massive rager that's going to be taking place at Eta Sigma Chi, otherwise known as Hex. If you look at the Greek letters of those, it pretty much spells out Hex, which was the cleanest, easiest word I could make up with Greek letters without referring to any specific fraternities that exist in real life, because I didn't want to do deep diving on their histories to see if they're cool. Anyway.
Some fraternities are problematic.
And research studies.
We'd like to issue our apology for the fraternity that was mentioned in last week's episode.
I'll make a notes app apology. You're sorry.
We also heard that Achilles has been up to a couple things, it sounds like, as well as the party was supposed to have a musical performance from Jason and the Argonauts. However, they seem to have no-showed. They haven't been responding. No one exactly sure what happened there. And also, we last left off with the winged hat of Mercury, the interim track coach borrowed from the University of Rome, who had it stolen by some being who was moving so fast that only Vlock was even able to see that somebody had stolen it. If it wasn't for that 24 on perception, that person could have gotten away scot-free. But not here. Not today. Luckily, players decided to ask to be in the stands. Otherwise, no one would have made perception checks anyway. That worked out. Straight up, it would have just been like, he comes back and his head is gone. But there was a perception check. Sometimes players do things you're not ready for. That's half of D&D. So here we are. So, we're back on campus. It's about to be ready. It's about to be time to head over to the frat house of Eta Sigma Chi in order to kickstart this party. So I want to go around the group, as it were, and talk about what you're doing to prepare for that. If you're talking to anybody, if you're just like getting ready, getting dressed, if there's pre-gaming involved, I just want to hear your setup before arriving.
Okay. So, Hedoni is like in the mirror. Her room is all like set up. Everything is like picture perfect. And she's in front of the mirror as per usual. And she is wearing like, she calls it yuzu, but it's actually like very, very like yellow, but fashion. So she calls it like a yuzu, like halter, Milano stitched, super tight dress. And she's like in the mirror and she's like, she has her friend Hestia on speakerphone. And she's like, so I have to go to this party. It's like this whole rager that's happening. I forget the name of the fraternity. It's like Hex or something. Anyway, so yeah, I have to go. As per usual, right? And like you'll never guess who's gonna be there.
Oh my
Like-
God, who?
Achilles.
Achilles?
Yeah.
Your ex?
Yeah, that Achilles. It's only one Achilles. Like,
You're right. You're right. Sorry. There's
I-
only one.
I can't. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. But I heard that there's a super cute guy there, like a couple. So I have on this gorgeous dress that you will never guess. Holy con daddy into getting it for me. You will never guess what
course.
color it is.
Oh my
Anyway, I
God.
look-
Hold on. Let me think.
Okay.
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia? Are you
I don't know.
serious? Are you serious, Hestia? Like, get a grip. It's Yuzu. Anyway, so
That was my next guess. Was Yuzu.
anyway, so like I'm gonna go, but I am totally going in this dress just to totally make him jealous because I can't stand him.
Good.
Like I can't stand him. You know?
Good. Make him jealous. I think that's a good idea. Maybe when you see him, kick him in the heel. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, you know, I found out why he broke up with me, and it's kind of pissing me off a little bit. But you know, anyway, I'm gonna go because like I gotta get going. It's super late. It's like 10. I don't even know. Whatever. It's getting really late. Whatever. So I'm gonna get going.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to ask. I'm supposed to do these things. How's your school?
Oh, it's good. It's good. You know, that.
Okay, bye. That was great. I'll talk to you later. I'm glad. Bye. So good for you. Love you. Mwah, mwah.
All right, bye. I was not expecting that. Saved me a lot of world building really quick. I was like, fuck, what school does she go to? I don't know.
She doesn't care.
So funny.
Tony doesn't care. She's just like, I'm supposed to ask these things. How's your school? Okay, bye.
So funny. Okay. Who wants to go next?
So, Icarus.
Yeah.
All right. I think we got the outfit down.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy idea. Hear me out.
Okay.
You should wear the wings to the party.
You think? I mean, they're going to be kind of big and bulky.
Well, it's like a set. It's like a discussion piece, you know, where you wear something that like oh, this old thing. Oh, I didn't even notice I had it on, and then people will start talking. Like I have this, and Kairos pulls out his previous arcane focus before getting the grimoire, which is a stopwatch that has a golden threads connected to it that connect to his belt loop.
Nice. I mean, okay, all right. I'll kind of like shuffle into it.
I see the vision.
I think I'm gonna.
see the vision.
I think I'm gonna bring my kit with me too, just in case. And he's got like a to-go like alchemist kit. It's like a bunch of little test tubes, and
on.
he's got the little you know, like in chemistry, they at the bottom of like the beaker, they got those magnetic stir sticks.
Mm.
He's got like a dice bag size bag full of them that's in there, and it kind of all latches shut, and it just kind of like sits on his hip. So you just kind of have. I mean, I like to have some potions. You know, there's some cool stuff in here.
And then also, someone might be like, "Oh, sick! You make potions? Like, can you like do it like a party trick? Like,
do
I can
some
move
cool
stuff with people without seeing." It's pretty neat.
I pull out a couple of little stir things and like can kind of like float them around. Like it's the spell Pebble, but I'm kind of like doing weird stuff with it.
Nice.
So I mean, I can kind of do some cool stuff, baby.
All right, you got the new outfit. Let's get it going, and then Kairos
right.
will switch into just a black turtleneck with some relaxed fit black slacks and some black Doc Martens to go along with it. And that's the sleek outfit attire he's gonna go with.
Incredible. I love that. Who's next?
All right. Evan is he's pre-gaming obviously with Hector. So the two of them are going back and forth. He is wearing a polo. Should I pop the collar? Is it too much with the puka shells?
Always pop it.
All right,
Always
yeah,
pop it.
okay.
What do you mean?
I yeah, sometimes I wonder like if it's too much. No, it's not.
It's never too much. Come on, dude.
Okay. And takes out his phone. It's like, I need this delivery to come. Give me a second. Pulls out his second phone and he pulls out his sending cell. It's like, I gotta call Dad real quick, and says up and pulls. Hey, Dad, is package going to be delivered soon? Need it for Pandora. Please deliver. Love you.
You send off. You send off this voice message using your iRock that is specifically connected to your dad, and a minute or two goes by before you get a message back saying, yes, package should, or hold on, it's a voice message, so I could I forgot. It's your dad's voice saying, yeah, package should have gotten there. Hold on, I'll call Helen real quick. I'll make sure to see what's going on, you know. By the way, did I tell you that she got a promotion? She's your boss now, actually. Anyway, have fun at school. Good luck with everything. Love you too.
Right. I'm gonna I'm not very good at expressing love to Dad. Okay. I'm gonna open the door and like look in the hallway and see if I can see Helen or like a
Yeah.
package or anything along those lines.
You see like sprinting around the corner is a really beautiful faced girl wearing the polo with the little emblem and stuff like that, and she has a name tag that says Helen on it, and curly blonde hair, and she rushes up holding a package and says, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Listen, don't tell your dad I was late. I just lost track of time. You know, it was one of those things. I was talking to this new boy on school. His name's Paris. He's very cute. Anyway.
Okay, I'll just be honest as Hector's brother. Just watch out for him. He might be nice though. Thanks for the package, boss.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah, I'm a manager now. So, or a supervisor or whatever. But, yeah, I think, you know, we're going to have a lot of fun together. You know, we're going to cultivate a good work ethic here and, something family, I don't know, casual Fridays. All right. I gotta go. The big party's tonight. All right. Bye.
Gone. It's a little box, and I open it up, and it is a charm bracelet, and it's got one of the charms is like a little heart. The next one is a little key. There is a set of wings. There's a sneaker, and there's a little like textbook, and yeah. I mean, maybe I can show her this is the key to their heart, and maybe I can see what's it. Maybe she'll put it in the box. Kind of put it in my pocket for later, and spray myself down in cologne. And
yeah, dude. Great idea.
Go out in my polo, cargo shorts, and my Birks, and out we go.
Incredible. Awesome. Hector is right behind you. And you do see that, like, along the way, as you're walking there, he does link up with his younger brother, Paris, who is also, who is a freshman. Good looking kid, like, looks a lot like Hector if Hector never worked out. Just a little bit younger, a little bit skinnier. But good looking kid. And you guys start making your way towards the frat house. Vlock or Nova? Oh.
I can do it. Just stare. Nova will be back in her room, getting ready, a couple shots in. Woo! And then she'll probably be wearing like a bodycon dress, like crisscross up at the top, glitter as hell, hair up in the messy bun energy, a hairdo, makeup on point, and she'll take pictures, send it straight to Achilles.
Oh yeah.
And then put the line at the end. Oh, those are not for you. At the end.
Incredible. I love that. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Love that. Oh no. First one was the persuasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. That is a 22.
A 22. You send off the photo and then the follow-up text of that actually wasn't meant for you. You see that thing that pops up, like the ellipses, like he's in the middle of texting, and then it disappears, and then it pops back up, and then it disappears, and then it pops back up, and it disappears. And then finally he sends a text that says, "Whoa, you look good. Hopefully I'll see you tonight." And that's it.
Left on red.
Smart. And smart, fair.
Fair.
And you begin making your way towards the fraternity party.
Yeah.
Vlock, last but not least.
Yo. So V is very curious and is not very good at letting things go. No one can find the hat, but she watched Mercury, freak out about it on students, and she's like, "No, all these students were in the field when this happened. This is nonsense. This must be solved." And so she resolves to go down to the security place and try and rewatch some tapes, but then gets a bunch of texts hitting her up for what are we calling weed in this scenario? A lot of texts hitting her up for the stuff. And she's like, "Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, absolutely. I gotta sell the stuff. Shit. Okay, I'll try and find those later." So she gets ready very quickly. I think she just changes her shirt and remains in what is the older sister from Wild Thornberries, like those type of saggy baggy cargo pants.
Liza Debbie
and a crop
Debbie,
top.
yeah.
Yes, she's looking so Debbie right now. It's like giving Debbie Lola Bunny. And she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I gotta bag this stuff up. I gotta get stuff ready for my clients. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be super normal." And then I think she realizes she didn't get a text from one of her most steady customers, and so she will text Achilles and be like, "Did you still want that stuff?" And see if she gets anything back.
Yes, absolutely. Achilles texts you back and says, "Oh, sorry. Sorry, Vlock. I've been just got a lot of stuff going on recently and just kind of juggling a bunch of things. So, but yeah, I could definitely use some tonight. I'm actually going to be at the Hex party if you're coming tonight, and I can maybe meet you there and we can do a little deal."
She's freaking out already just from getting a text back, and it's like, okay, so maybe just pure emoji, no, GIF answer. a GIF response. No. Radio. And she realizes she sent radio. And it's like,
We've all been there. Actually, I shouldn't speak for everyone in the group. I've been there.
We've all sent the radio text. Happens
I am currently
Happens
living
every
there. So, like,
time.
this is very real.
Oakley, Oakley.
Right? Exactly.
It's giving Ned Flanders, yeah.
It's giving Ned Flanders to one of the hottest guys in the fucking college. And she radio.
I think a couple seconds go by where you're just like living in this like sort of limbo space of like, oh my god, do I delete the text? It says read very quickly, so you're like, I can't delete the text. Like it already says read. If I delete it, that's more damage. Oh god, what am I gonna do? And then receives a text back from Achilles being like, dude, I love the way you talk. It's so cool.
Oh no.
Radio? Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
V, who was raised in a community and not a cult, is falling for this immediately. This is going right over her head. If he's gonna love bomb her, she's gonna be like, because I'm awesome and people should be talking to me like that. So she's gonna fall for this hook, line, and sinker and is gonna pack a little extra in his baggie with like a little sticker on it.
Oh boy.
Incredible. Can't wait to see you tonight.
This one she will respond with a GIF, but it's like one of those. It's gonna be a really stupid like Top Gun GIF where like the sunglasses
Wow. Wow. Just completely
literally
out,
getting
man.
raised. She's awful.
Nerding it out,
she's
bro.
never flirted with anyone. Never had a
That's-
relationship, only had a destiny. So this is wild. She's
Oh,
falling
wow.
for it and not doing well.
That's so funny. I bet somebody who is from a community and not a cult would be so into Tom Cruise, who is also in a community and not a cult. Wow.
That's secretly why I use those GIFs.
Mm-hmm.
One of us.
None of us. Emotep.
But then
And
she'd
with-
absolutely would head over and, you know.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. Beautiful. And with that, all of our characters converge, probably at different times, but converge on the Eta Sigma Chi house, the Hex house, as it is referred to as. And it is bumping. They seem to have gotten started at like 4 p.m. Some of the frat members who like live here have gotten started way early. It's decorated so plainly. When I say decorated, I mean like they cleaned up a little bit and like there's a streamer. And
Sounds
there's
about
a
right.
DJ. Yeah. There's a DJ booth and DJ Orpheus is on really it's just like a laptop plugged into speakers and he's trying to pass himself off as like a true DJ, so he just kind of is doing that headphone on one ear thing, but he's really just like clicking play on the next song and changing fades. So one song fades into the next, but like he doesn't know how to match the tempos off, so like it's not mixing great. But like it's good enough. Like once the song gets started, it's a good song. He's picking good songs, but it's like largely house music, some hip hop, and like a touch of just like almost 90s dance club music. Like there's some Cascada and stuff, like just some really interesting like Space Jam pump up music.
Oh my God.
In the jam. And welcome to the, like that
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of stuff. And the party is packed. It is wall to wall people. There is an outdoor area. People have like spilled out into the front yard. You see that they also a little similar to Vlog's situation. It's not a car seat, literally, but more of like there's just like a sofa on the front lawn. There's a not beer pong, chalice pong on the front lawn.
Hey.
There's also another chalice pong table in the living area. There is an outdoor backyard area where people are like taking little smoke breaks and stuff like that. And then on the side of the house, or actually, like if you go through the backyard, there's a little bit of a like olive tree grove. It's like there's maybe like 4 or 5 olive trees. And if you go through that, there's a massive hot tub that doesn't seem to be like, no one's in it yet. The party has kind of just started, but there is a hot tub all the way in the back. And as you guys all get to the party, you see that there are all different kinds of beverages and stuff like that. Let me have everybody, and hold on to your numbers. I'm going to call on you because there's too many people to yell numbers at me. But everybody make a perception
15,
check.
26.
Yeah, I can do it.
Come on, Papa needs a nat 20.
It's like, what?
That's not a
Are we just
point.
is it just straight just D20 or was
Perception.
it
Perception.
Swag.
Yeah, yeah.
Swag, swag, swag.
I talked to every. I'm
Really
sorry.
so good. That was such a good roll.
Lovely. Yay.
Okay. Let's start with Nova.
It was a nat 1. It was
Okay.
such a good roll. It was so good.
Okay. With a nat 1, you're in the party. The 2 out of the 3 Harpy sisters have come over to you. There's Helga and Heidi, but Helen is missing. But for you, it's hard to even tell them apart right now. You're having like, you've had a couple shots before pre-gamed here and stuff like that. You said that you were bringing Pixie Punch.
Yeah, it's right here.
Beautiful. You have the Pixie Punch.
I got the pixie punch. It's ready.
We love that. And as Helga and Heidi are around you and they're kind of just like dancing, they're doing that kind of dancing that's very like rhythmic, where they're very like slowly just kind of like doing some of these.
White girl on the dance floor. I get it.
Yeah. Nailed it. So the pantomime worked. Okay, perfect.
I get it. I understand. I get the vision.
Brilliant. We are on the same page. And they are dancing. And they're kind of talking to each other and they're like, oh my God, where's Helen? I don't know. I think she went to the bathroom or something. Who cares? This is my favorite song. They're just dancing.
Wait for the beat to drop.
Any second.
Now. There will be a beat.
It's gonna happen.
There's a couple times where their lack of rhythm is like, they think the beat is about, like, they're like, here it comes. And then like 30 seconds go by.
It's coming. It's almost there. I promise.
Oh my God.
Okay. Kairos.
I rolled a 7. Technically, it was a 3 plus 4. So, you know, that's what we're working with.
With a 7, you're looking around the party. You have Icarus right by you and stuff like that. Man, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of chit chat and stuff like that. You're here and you want to support Icarus and everything like that. You're also kind of like sort of unintentionally looking for a fellow freshman student of yours, or rather she's a little bit more of an upperclassman than that. She's like probably a sophomore or junior. You're looking for Medea, another magical student that you probably have heard of before or have worked with once or twice in different specifically like spell casting stuff, and you don't see her anywhere. Kind of strange. She said that as far as you know, everyone's supposed to be at this party, but you don't see her anywhere. You also see that there's like a couple people setting up for Chalice Pong and stuff like that. There's also like a couple of upperclassmen. You recognize one. You see Achilles off in a back room, like in the kitchen, kind of where a lot of the drinks are being served. And Achilles is doing a thing that you've read about called Slap the Carafe. And he's holding a clay pot full of wine, and he just kind of like slaps the side of it and starts guzzling some sort of red wine. But there's so many stimuli going on that it's hard to kind of focus in on anything. It's a little overwhelming. Evan, what did you get?
A 12.
A 12. We're going up in ascending order. This is crazy. With a 12, Evan, you see the Chalice Pong. You see the Slap the Carafe going on. You see Achilles and Hector has already kind of separated from you and is going around trying to do his own thing. Paris quickly becomes a wallflower, and it just kind of like fades into the bushes like that Homer Simpson meme, and is just gone and is just kind of very like shy and is just like hugging the corner. And then you see Pandora, as almost as if like a spotlight is shining on her. She looks incredible. She's wearing like a sort of halter dress that seems to be made of like black and gold sequins that sort of have a zigzag pattern on them, and she has on some like high heels and like big dangly gold earrings, and she immediately walks up to you and is like, "Hi babes, how's it going?"
Well, it's going better now that I found you, sweetheart. You look fucking amazing. Oh my, do a spin. Come on, give me a spin. I need to see all of you.
She blushes and then does a little spin.
And as she spins, I kind of wrap my arm around her waist and pull her in when she comes back.
I like it.
She giggles a little bit, and she goes, she like starts playing with your collar a little bit, and she goes, "I see you've popped your collar tonight. You know I'm such a big fan of that."
He's just like he's smiling on the inside, like his little person go like, "Yes."
Yeah, I try to pay attention to things you like, because I like you.
Well, I think it's safe to say I like you as well. Maybe we should get a drink?
Hell yeah, let's go.
And offers his arm and
puts her arm in your arm, and you head off towards the kitchen to get some drinks.
hell yeah.
Belok, what did you get?
A 22 in total. I'm so
Goodness.
scared right now because I celebrated and then I'm like, I've only been rolling really well. This is not going to finish out this way. But I have a 22.
Because it's an RP episode. Next week it's going to be.
Yeah. Nat one after nat one.
Yeah. You see so many people here that you recognize, being a bit of an upperclassman. You see Sam Cerberus, a 3-headed, like humanoid, but 3 dog heads, is just off in a corner talking to somebody as the heads are kind of arguing with one another. You see Hades and Persephone are outside just making out, and you see Achilles in the kitchen slapping the carafe, drinking wine and stuff like that, and you see sort of like hovering around him, sort of just like every once in a while will like kind of playfully do that thing where it just kind of like touch his arm and stuff like that, is a harpy. that it's hard to tell the sisters apart, but it's one of the Harpy sisters from Tri Pi. And you also see, that was a great roll. You also
No! I'm so scared.
What?
I've already seen more than I want to see. Why are all these people
More.
touching my makeup?
More.
What's happening?
Put Nova in, coach. Put Nova in.
Brain blast. What's happening?
You see in the kitchen near Achilles, as your attention is sort of brought that way, you see that there is a massive plastic tub full of what can only be described as like a reddish purple beverage that fills it. It's full of different kinds of fruit and who knows? I mean, who knows what's in it? You see students, fellow students going over with like these mugs and just kind of dipping it into there, helping themselves and drinking at it and stuff like that. As you do, you see two particular students walk over. You see Brontes the Cyclops and Emily Impuza, another student you know to be like a shapeshifter, walks over. So that's Brontes the Cyclops and Emily Impuza walk over, and they're just chit-chatting with each other. And Emily's talking and going, yeah, it's so weird though. Like, I can't believe Medea hasn't moved in yet. Like, what is she like missed the first day of school? Like, that's so unlike her. I mean, like, I know she's a little bit of an airhead, but like, she's good at school. Like, she always is doing classes and stuff like that. Like, where could she be? And as she dips it into this punch and takes a sip, she's kind of like, I know. And like, where is she though? Like, whoa. What were we talking about? I don't know. It must not be important. Anyway, let's get on that Chalice Pong list, because if I know anything, then that's going to be all night. And same thing with Brontes. Brontes is there's a point where Brontes is communicating with Emily about Medea not being here and kind of missing, and then takes a swig of the punch and then seems to have a little moment, and then mind drifts off and is like, what? Oh, no, we're at a party. let's party. That's crazy. Okay. Anyway, and they kind of go off, and you see that everyone who seems to be taking a drink of this punch seems to be having similar effects.
Mm.
And I see my friend Evan arm in arm walking with Pandora over to the punch to get a drink.
Not specifically the punch, but is walking over to the kitchen where beverages are.
Okay, great. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, for sure.
All
So then let's go Icarus.
I got a 10.
A 10. Icarus, you're at the party. It's overwhelming. There's so many people here. People are bumping into your wings left and right.
This was a bad idea.
I may have been wrong. And
So many people. Excuse me. Can I just need to get. I'm trying to get a drink.
we just gotta find a wide couch.
White couch. That's so funny. Okay. Icarus, you're kind of like looking for drinks and stuff like that. You do see with a 10 that they're in the kitchen areas where most of the drinks are being served and stuff like that. You also see a sort of wallflower. There's like a moment of like this mirror, like seeing yourself in somebody, like in
Right.
terms of similar attributes, not physically, but like sort of emotionally, kind of seeing your emotional intelligence, like seeing it in somebody else. As you see, Paris is just kind of like leaned up against a wall, like has one earphone in and seems to be listening to different music, and is just kind of like nodding along, just kind of looking at people and stuff like that. And as you look at him, he's got a beer in his hands, like a beer can. It's a beer you've never seen before. It's kind of strange. It's like a gold, white, and red can on it. It has like a little, I guess you can call it like a mascot. It's a little circle. It almost looks like, for reference, outside of like above board, it almost looks like the Pringles man, but not. Like, it's a white face. He has a monocle on and a mustache. So there's like a mix there of like Pringles and Mr. Peanut kind of mixed together. And you see on the can that it's called Natural Bohemian. It's just, you've never heard of that brand before. It's a little strange. And then Hedone, what did you get?
I got a 23.
23. Okay.
Ooh.
Hedone,
Mm-hmm.
you see a lot of your fellow classmen here. Like, you see Evan walking with Pandora over to the kitchen where you can see some of the drinks are being served. You see that Achilles is in the kitchen drinking some wine. There's a harpy that's kind of hovering around him a little bit, as well as like other students. It's not just the harpy. There are like, guys and girls and babies all around him and stuff like that. And then you see Vlock, you see Nova, and there's a kid with wings. Never seen that kid before. With him, talking to him is a probably a freshman, maybe a lower classman who seems to be here, dressed almost all in black, pretty well dressed, seems to be with him. And you also see that Hades and Persephone are like just outside, like literally outside of the actual frat house itself, but they're kind of like making out. They're doing their own thing. They kind of have like Danny Zuko and Sandy vibes. Like, they're just all about themselves and kind of like toxic for each other, but also kind of make sense together, and they're doing their own thing. And you hear a couple of people over by the punch bowl, or that, it's not a bowl, it's an actual like plastic tub. You hear people talking about the situation at the track that you were there for. You didn't see it happen the way that Vlock did, but you were there for the commotion afterwards. You saw the coach Mercury, the interim coach, freaking out and stuff like that, and accusing student, and just kind of like having a panic attack almost, and sort of jumping to conclusions because his hat was stolen. And you see students like filling their cups full of this punch, and as they're sort of like, yeah, it was so crazy. I mean, he was freaking out. He was yelling at people. Who was yelling? What? Anyway, let's dance. That's what we need to do. We need to dance. And they start going over and start dancing. And with a 23, you also see in the punch bowl, other than fruit, other than a reddish purple liquid, see these strange flowers floating amongst the punch. Sort of this purple, beautiful purple flowers that sort of ombre into a golden yellow at the tips of the petals. So with all of that, what would people like to do?
So, I think Hedone I feel like she might know what that is. So, and with everything that's going on, she doesn't like the fact that the punch or whatever is taking away from her aura, because it's her aura that's supposed to give the party life. and
Mm-hmm.
everyone's drinking this punch and doing it from the punch, and it's freaking her out a little bit. So I
Yeah.
think she's gonna cast Mage Hand and try and reach in there with her Mage Hand to get it out.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. That's easy enough for you to do. You cast Mage Hand. What does the hands look like? Is it just a copy of Hadone's hand, or?
So it's a copy of Hadone's hand, but with like a long white glove, because fashion, and
Of course.
and like it kind of like she concentrates a little bit just to make it slightly invisible, so it's not so obvious, and goes in there to get it out.
Okay, yeah, you go in there and start fishing out these flowers. Can you make an Arcana check for me?
Sure. Oh, look at her proficient Arcana too.
I know.
15 plus 6, 21.
21. You recognize these flowers. These flowers are giving off a strange sort of innate, it's not like a spell or anything, but it's like an innate, if you had to put it in D&D terms, it would probably be most closely related to enchantment.
Okay.
Magic. These are lotuses. And you know that they have memory wiping abilities. You've heard tale of, probably heard it through your parents, or maybe you heard it through your grandmother. You heard tale of a woman named Calypso who used a ton of them and would have people visit her. They would eat of the flowers and they would forget. And they would never leave because they would not remember that they had other things to get to.
Okay.
As you're looking around the party too, no one, even people who you haven't seen explicitly drink from the punch, no one is talking about, they're referring to it as elderflower punch. They don't seem to know that this is happening.
Is it possible that since I was very suspicious about the punch and about what was going on as soon as people drank it, that once I see Hidone picking things out of it with magic fingers, I can like run over there and kind of talk to her?
Absolutely.
I think there'd just be like a very slight gust of wind as V just like and is like looking over your shoulder as you're plucking these lotus flowers out. And she's gonna go, "What you doing?"
And Hadone's gonna like kind of jump and look over Mike. What are you? What? Who are you?
Right. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm taking out the lotus. Who are you?
So they are lotus flowers. V is like immediately pulling out a very small notepad and writing things down.
Okay.
She's gonna be like, "I'm your friendly neighborhood god."
You're my friend. Wait a minute. I don't get. Are you a demigod? What, like, I feel like I don't know you. Are you okay, wait, hold on. I'm confused. Hold on, hang on. Okay, wait. Shush, hush. Okay, wait. Are you what's called
V is like looking around being like, I wasn't saying anything. Who are you telling to shush? I was very quiet.
Are you immortal? I've heard of this. Are you like human or something? Like
she looks down at her like long rabbit ears and body covered in fur, and then looks back up at Tony and is like, "All right, so I'm just confiscate one of these flowers. Don't let anybody else drink this punch. I think it's wiping memories, and we got some missing people in here. So I'm just gonna start taking care of stuff. You're clearly not equipped to handle this. I can just take it
Hush.
from here.
Hush. Okay, I just need to know this. Okay, like I just need you to just quit being yourself for a second. I know what these are. I know what they're for. And I think I have an idea who might have put them in here because this is his party and he's a jackass. So I'm gonna handle this. I don't think I need your help. But you're very cute. Thanks.
Achilles walks over.
Didn't offer my help.
at-
Like I didn't offer my help at all. And as soon as Achilles walks over, she just shuts up. She's just like,
Achilles immediately walks over and is like, whoa, what's going on here? Everybody all right? Everyone having a good time? Everyone staying hydrated? That's super important. Vilok, what's up? Glad you can make it. Fantastic. Fedone, I didn't know you were going to be here. Incredible.
Are you like naturally this dumb or do you have to put effort into it? Like I'm trying to figure this out.
No, I practice.
What is with the lotus flowers? Like you know
What?
what is your problem? Like are you trying to upstage me? You know that parties are my thing.
Well, you should throw a party and we'll see what's up. But this party seems to be pretty poppin'. I don't know about lotus flowers. I've never seen that before. Vilok, you wanna? We have a thing, right? We're good to.
You have a
Yeah.
thing?
yeah, we have a thing.
Little furry
Sorry,
person.
but,
What thing do you have?
I'm taller than you. We just go. Can
That's
we
fair.
go
They are
over
taller
here?
than
Is
you.
that okay?
Yeah,
Can we go over here? Okay, great.
for sure. Absolutely.
Scary. She's so scary. Who is that?
Oh, that's Fedone. She's
As-
actually really sweet once you get to know her. Just
as she's trying to like, as you guys are trying to walk away, Hodoni kind of like puts on like a stronger aura of party. Like she wants the attention, like she wants people to understand that this is supposed to be about her, and it's not, and she's pissed.
yeah. People begin to drink in the kitchen specifically. People start drinking a little bit harder and start the dancing grows a little bit faster.
I just said to not let anybody else drink that punch. What is she doing? I'm trying
know.
to
What
pay
is she talking
attention to
about?
Achilles, but I'm looking at the punch and I'm like, do you know who made the punch? I know it's kind of a group but I'm just it's not a big deal. I'm just throwing it out there. Where did it come from and who brought it here?
I mean, I didn't make the punch. I know that one of the other brothers made it or something like that. They made the punch, but it's the normal recipe. We do this every year. And no one puts flowers in it. I don't know. I thought that was a decorative thing.
Well, she grabbed one and took a sample of one. So she's going to hold that up and she was like, well, you got flowers now, pretty boy. Okay, here, take this baggie. You can just, hand me the cash.
Oh, yeah.
To me,
Hold on.
the cash.
All right. What's going on? I thought we were buds. I thought we were friends.
Oh, yeah, real friendly. I'm really sorry that I'm just
Tony
finding
kinda
out about your
sidled-
37 ex-wives. Can you just hand me the cash?
Hodoni
Okay.
marches over and like, what
There's
are you
no
talking
ring on
about?
this finger, okay? I don't know what you're talking about.
As Hidoni's walking over, he's like, I've got no ring. She just like snatches the cash out of his hand.
Yeah.
And DM, this could be shenanigans, so please feel free to tell me that I'm too big for my britches here. But I would like to like rabbit kick, like drop kick the plastic tub of punch over in the kitchen.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
He
You can do that.
snatches the cash. She goes, I can't believe I thought you was sexy. And she's gonna rush over to the plastic tub and just like and just
You
absolutely knock it. It goes flying all over the kitchen.
yeah. A lot of people just start doing that thing that happens at college parties where you just hear, "Whoa, party foul." People
Party foul.
Yeah.
That's on me. That's totally on me. Whoops.
Evan walks up with Pandora, cup ready to dip.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God you're here. Oh. And she sees Pandora and is like, oh. And looks at Evan and is like, you still talking to the girl that says schedule wrong? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. How nice to see you, Panny.
All right, that's a nickname I wasn't ready for. When did I consent to that?
Dory?
Pandora? Just the full name, I think it's fine, dear.
So long. No, you're right.
No.
I will respect whatever you want to be called.
No, I appreciate that, actually.
It looks like we lost our punch. It's a good thing I found this random bottle in the hallway. Oh, we could drink this instead.
No.
It's not smart.
It out of Evan's hand.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I feel like Noah would come behind. It's like, damn, I was gonna drink that.
Oh,
Nova, you
we should
enter-
probably go
you
help
enter the
clean.
scene.
Okay.
We might meet some people.
Sure.
It just
let's do
looked like
it.
something. I don't know.
Oh god.
I guess there's nothing to drink now. It looks like Achilles. Like, did you finish off the wine doing your like slap thing?
Don't talk. to
No,
her.
no. There's still plenty of wine left. There's white wine, there's red wine, there's pink
Yeah, hit
wine.
me up, dude.
And then
Just red.
I don't know who brought these little beers, but there's like a couple 30s of whatever the hell natural bohemian is. I've never seen this before. It's a light beer. It's light.
You know, Achilles, somewhere out there's a tree whose sole purpose is to make oxygen, and you're wasting.
Yeah.
Go apologize to the tree. No one
I'm gonna
drink the
cut that
beer.
tree down. I'm gonna cut that tree right down with a single punch.
All right, Achilles, slow down.
My God.
I would.
Oh, Nova.
Ah,
What's up, Nova? How you doing?
what's up? Not much.
Nothing.
See all
Yeah,
the
same.
see the kitchen's already like dirty. Whatever.
Oh, don't worry. There's some. There's. Hey. Oh shit! You're in my class actually, Kairos, right?
Party foul. Sorry, that
Nailed
was
it,
late.
dude.
He's like, right.
That felt
No,
Like,
that was good.
right.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Nailed it.
what's up?
Oh, what a reference! Love this kid. Oh man! And who's your friend with the feathers?
This is Icarus. His dad made those.
Hi.
For costume party.
Dad made those. It's so funny.
I like your wing.
They're
Thanks.
nice wings.
Yeah,
They're a little-
actually, are you fasting them?
I
have
honestly
wings?
haven't taken them out for a test drive yet.
Let's go.
Probably
Like,
could be.
there's a whole thing outside. Let's fucking go.
Oh my God.
Tony
no.
is completely like
Evan,
flabbergasted by this
Evan.
whole encounter.
Get me.
Hey,
Pandora.
Why are you killing the
is tugging-
vibes?
Pandora's tugging on your arm.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Evan.
Sorry. Okay.
Vibes.
Yeah. Actually,
No,
I wanted to maybe go outside with you in a little bit too.
Yeah, maybe we can go
Everybody
upstairs,
losing their
see if there's a room.
Yeah. V. And I kind of hey, Pandora, just 1 sec. I gotta and kind of lean into V. V, what the fuck's going on? What's the problem? What's the problem?
Exactly the question that everybody should be asking. I have written 17 pages of notes since 3 p.m.
Oh my
today, since the
God.
hat was missing. No, just listen.
V,
Just listen.
this is not Ace
Right.
Attorney.
I always keep a
No,
notebook on me.
Listen, please
well.
listen.
Okay, what?
There are
You guys don't
There-
have eidetic whenever.
We're going missing. Going missing. And the
Yeah?
punch, the one I just kicked over in a
Mhm.
super sick move that you did
That's
not
very-
see.
It's very sticky. Yeah, my books are
about
probably
that,
ruined.
Well,
I could have
first
just
of all,
purified it.
memory wipe. I don't know. Who are you? What wing kid? Okay, listen.
Yeah, well,
We
okay.
gotta figure out what's going on here. Someone
Little peons,
spiked
listen
the
to the
punch.
listen to the
to
first
be-
thing.
Okay.
Oh my God, she's still talking. She's
Someone-
crazy.
okay, Someone spiked
We
the
have to
punch.
figure out. Yes, we have to. figure out who
Okay.
did it, and we have to bring them to justice because they are ruining what Hetty's
The vibes.
vibe.
They're ruining the
Hetty is
vibes.
supposed to be the
Wait.
vibe of the party, and instead of her being the vibe, it's the punch.
Someone spiked the punch?
Yes.
I just came up. No, hi, Kairos. I just came over here because we heard it all spill and we thought people needed help cleaning up the.
No. Oh, yes, we do need help,
Punch.
but not with the punch. With
Oh.
finding out who spiked the punch and where all the missing people are going.
Mm.
It is
Missing people.
terrifying.
Whoa. Whoa, this is a
Missing
party.
people. Oh my god! And she starts flipping back through her notes.
I was like, you need a couple of shots. No, we're just like, you need a couple of shots. This is a
I
party.
pick it up. I got this.
And I got a pixie punch.
Oh my god.
Like, we got
Kairos
this.
Oh my god.
will begin to
Oh my God,
ritually
it's
cast
completely up
detect
to me.
magic.
Okay.
Okay. You ritually begin to cast. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go over the detect magic. Then I'm going to handle a scene with Evan and Pandora. Then something is going to happen and
Spicy.
it will go in that order. Okay. Detect magic. Detect magic. What does your detect magic look like?
My eyes, the irises, instead of being like this, like deep purple, end up changing to a bright yellow, like golden.
Beautiful. Incredible. Golden yellow irises begin to glow as you are casting detect magic. Are you focusing on anything in particular? Because being in a
I
room
guess-
with this many like deities and inherently magical people, it's lighting up.
I'm gonna focus on the flower petal and
Okay.
see if I can detect any more of them on someone else. This same specifically focusing on the enchantment element that's exuding from the flower. See if I can find
Yeah.
it on anybody else.
Absolutely. It's a little hard
Clever.
because you're catching it on a lot of people because there are still people before the punch got spilled. There's a lot of people who did fill their cups and just didn't finish what they were already drinking. So you do see it on a good number of people here at the party. However, you see a small trail of it going outside. Like an aura, like a an after trail. A chemtrail, an after trail kind of just you see kind
How
of
dare you?
it's like slowly fading as it is going outside. It doesn't look like genuinely, as far as you can tell, Achilles was telling the truth. Achilles doesn't have any on him.
Okay. So it seems possibly whoever had this went outside. So we go out there and have a heart-to-heart with them about why drugs are bad. And you shouldn't spike people's drugs. Spike people's drinks with
You
drugs.
definitely didn't spike me drugs.
Right.
Really don't do that.
Don't do that either. We should tell them
Let's
that
go
too.
have a talk with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we cut away from that. Evan, Pandora at this point is like pulling you upstairs to try and get you alone in a room.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
The
okay.
signals could not be more clear.
And he's just like,
Have fun, Pandora, Nova was saying.
Can I like surreptitiously follow them?
They're gonna close the door and be alone in a room, and you can. I'm not gonna
I
tell you
wanna-
no. You could follow them. You're getting vibes without even needing an insight check. You're
Yeah.
getting vibes that they're trying to be alone, or at least Pandora.
I
is.
got that, but once they're alone, I'm gonna like up my aura to like boost Evan's hedonistic pleasure.
Brilliant, even better.
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah. The perfect wing woman, incredible.
I'm gonna be Evan's wingman.
Yeah, you follow them upstairs as they flip into a bedroom that seems unoccupied and is private. And Pandora sits on the bed next to you, Evan, and says, "Well, listen, babes. It's not a big deal, but I sort of got you something.
I got you something too.
It's really
Yeah. But you first. Go. Go.
okay. All right. here,
Yeah.
and takes out what almost looks like a necklace box, like one of those kind of thin, long boxes, and hands it to you. As you open it up, it's a beautifully crafted headband that matches your wristbands.
I rip my hat off and I put it on. The curls flop everywhere. They put the hat back on over them. How do I look?
I'm so happy you put the hat back on over it. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Hold on. I'll peek it up like a little bit. So like the sweatbands here and the hat's back.
Even better. Oh God, I love it when you do layers.
All right.
Brilliant.
Wow.
All right, your turn.
I don't know if I'm gonna top that. Actually, pulls out his pocket and hands over the little box. Open it.
Excitedly opens it up and immediately is overcome with joy as she kind of like screams a little bit and is like, "Oh my God, this is incredible, Evan! Thank you so much. I love it."
I couldn't resist going in because the place was called Pandora, so I felt like from Pandora that it was kind of like meant to be.
I agree. I think that there's something here. There's something between us, like destiny.
Yeah. Wow. You.
Is it starting to get hot in here? I don't know. I'm feeling hedonistic or something. I don't
know. Like, I feel like very. You're looking really. Wow. I'm as kind of like sits to like readjust on the bed a little bit. Feeling very invigorated.
Right.
Looking at the door, and she's like really pumping up the aura a little bit.
Wow. You look even more ravishing than normal.
I wish I could find the words to describe how I'm feeling right now, but all I can think about is maybe, I've always been so hesitant about showing anybody or ever opening this box, but I think maybe you're the perfect person to do it with me.
I mean, if you think that's what we should do.
I mean, as much as I do, really. It was a box that was given to me, and I had no idea what's inside.
Let's just let's just look at it together, not open, just like
let's just do it.
Look at the box. And then
because I'm feeling hedonistic, like we might just
we might need to. How about this? I'm feeling really takes a deep breath for a second and like fans himself out a little bit. There's maybe another box I want to open first.
Right. This is just foreplay.
Yeah.
This is the box before the box.
Okay. All right.
So Dominique's gonna kind of back off a little bit because she kind of knows what box she may be talking about, so she's gonna ease back down the stairs.
Can I?
Yeah.
Try to Can I try to incite her to make sure that she's genuine and not just like putting on this like vibrato?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not
incredible.
Does she love you or not?
So she is being 100% authentic.
Okay. Cool,
she is being incredibly truthful. She genuinely doesn't know what's in the box. I can tell you as players above board, this isn't, there's a deviation between what I'm about to do and true Greek mythology. The world is not going to end when this box opens. Heads up.
It was a great
I can tell
campaign.
every player's like,
just over that session one.
Guys, it's only one session. The other
We're just trying to have a college party.
All right.
So
fantasize about dorm life and go to a party, and then
that's what a nat 20 gets you. Is an above board answer.
Table. When she pulls out the box, I take my hands and like look at her and make direct eye contact and say, "All right, let's do it. Let's open the box. All right.
Together.
Should we like count to 3?
Absolutely, we should
Okay.
count to 3.
All right. 1,
1,
2, 3.
And your hands grasping one another, you open this box, and as you do, it is filled with white, gray, and black smoke that seems to fill the room. And as it does, it shoots up both of your like nostrils into your mouth, and both of you are filled with this smoke. And as it does, your eyes roll back into the back of your head, and you begin to see a vision, or a series of visions flashing before your eyes. You see a labyrinth. You see struggling to get through a labyrinth. You see a strange yellow, red, and blue canister, a lock being broken. You see a bunch of crabs inside of a water tank, and you see a single white feather. And then you come to, and you're still in the room with Pandora as you are both looking each other in the eyes, gasping. What the fuck was that?
I
And
don't know.
before you can get too deep into it, you hear downstairs a bunch of people remarking, like all around the party, a bunch of people just going, "Hey, where's Achilles? Where did Achilles go?" And half the party has this punch drink still in their hand as they're going, "Has anyone seen Achilles? He's supposed to make a toast or something. I don't know." Who? Let's just dance, man. Let's just dance. And let me have everyone make perception checks. Who's downstairs? Are you actually, Evan? You can. I mean, if you're still up in the room, if you want to come downstairs, we can fast forward slightly between you and Pandora, and you can make a perception check.
Nice little makeout sesh. Nothing too crazy.
I already went downstairs.
Now that it's left, we're not quite feeling the pheromones anymore.
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll.
5 from Icarus.
15 for me.
15.
16.
16 from Evan.
17.
17.
24.
Hell yeah.
24.
Thank
And
God
from
we have
Vlock,
30,
some
20.
perceptive people in the party.
30.
20. Okay.
20.
So, everyone who got a 16 and above. So you guys are all still like kind of by each other for the most part when Evan and Padone and Pandora, not all at the same time, come downstairs. You guys are all still kind of like by each other, and it's strange because it's like everybody at the party is having this weird shared experience of not knowing where Achilles is. Where is Achilles? Where has he gone? And with like a 16, 17, Kairos and Evan, you overhear the Harpy sisters. And 2 of the Harpy sisters, Helga and Heidi, are talking to each other, and they're going, "I don't know. Last I saw him, he was with Helen, I think. Beats me. No clue." And then everybody else who scored very well, you see you see that there are a couple people outside in the backyard, and you can overhear people talking about how the hot tub is on, and people are remarking that we're pretty sure he went to the hot tub, but there seems to be like a little bit of a disarray in terms of information. Like some people are saying that he was last seen with one of the Harpy sisters. Others are saying that he went to the hot tub. Maybe he went to the hot tub with the Harpy sister. Who knows? And then it's hard because all of that information is quickly vanishing as people are drinking what they have left of the punch. And so, do you all go out to the hot tub to see if Achilles is there or what is going on?
Question: does my detect magic seem to lead towards there as well, with following the trace, or no?
Your detect magic doesn't lead that way with enchantment magic, but it does lead there. It does lead. There is a magical, like, presence. It's not like leading there, like it came from the party and went that way. However,
There's something.
you do, yeah, there's definitely something magical happening near the hot tub. You sense like a very vague, hard to place it because it's so far away. Technically, it would be further than detect magic can go,
Gotcha.
but you can just on the outset of your magical range. There's almost a transmutation vibe.
Mm.
So, don't want to alarm anybody, but something's going down over there that's kind of fishy. I'm getting transmutation magic vibes. I can't fully explain what's going on, but I don't like to get rough. But if people are capable of combat, I think we should probably be prepared and investigate what's going on as I cast mage armor on myself.
Combat?
Yeah. Yeah, I need
Like
some fresh
fighting?
air. I don't know. I always like throwing some punches. Let's go. New guy.
Like fighting.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Like-
or if you're like good verbally, like verbal magic, like
I've
if you're really
got-
good at making
I was
fun.
like, you haven't
Potions.
met Hedonda, have you? No.
But why are we going outside again?
Because it's sus outside.
Super sus, apparently.
Apparently,
Yeah, there's, like-
cheese might be out there.
Okay.
Okay.
Hidone, you're all
Mhm.
about having the right vibe here, right? And the vibes are totally off.
Yeah.
If we go outside, we can fix the vibes. I think that's what I'm
Oh.
getting from our like magical dude, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
Kairos,
get
but-
it.
Kairos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Kairos. Cool,
I'm
cool,
sorry.
cool. Evan, let's go.
Evan,
Fix
okay.
the vibes, Hidone.
It's not about fixing the vibes. One.
Yeah.
It's about me being the center. 2. 3, we have to go outside because we need to find the idiot to find out why he would even like have this punch here and not understand that that's not what he normally makes. So we have to go outside anyway.
I don't know if we have time for all of the lore, but yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Okay. With that expression on your face, I think
Nobody's gonna get out of these. Like, isn't this what you wanted? To find missing people?
yeah, there's another missing person. This is
Isn't this what you wanted?
Question.
Yeah.
Question.
Mhm.
Do I see Helen in here? Hermes Helen.
Oh, Helen of Troy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
Is she drinking punch?
No. No, she seems to have one of those weird beards.
I say, yeah, I'm right behind y'all. And I take like a huge drag, but I will let them go outside. And I will be staying like by whatever like the sliding doors to the back are, in sight of them. But I can't, my gut won't let me. My tiny little rabbit belly won't let me do it. I have serious concerns, so I am flanking the party, as it were.
Okay, sounds good. So, as most of you start heading through the backyard, you go through the olive trees until eventually you reach the hot tub area. No Achilles to be found. However, you do see blood. There's a small puddle of blood. There's like drip drops of blood. You see a strange reddish orange powder that seems to be sprinkled around the hot tub itself and seems to sort of trail off towards the nearby woods, where the backyard just becomes a forest eventually. And Evan, you spot it most of all, but everyone sees it. You see a single white feather. It looks identical to the one you saw in the vision that you shared with Pandora And as you're looking at all of these things, the blood, you're looking at this strange orange-red powder that's on the ground in a ring around the thing, around the hot tub and trailing off into the forest, a single white feather. You also see a broken arrow shaft, like snapped off just the end of an arrow, like with the little feathers on the end. And as you're looking at all of those things, unclear of where Achilles is, or what happened, or if this is Achilles' blood, whose blood is this? What is going on? What is this powder? Whose blood is this? You begin to hear, or rather feel, a rumble. And as it continues, it's not steady. It's not one continuous rumble. It is like boom, boom, boom.
Icarus
As
hits
you
a button
begin
on his little thing and takes to the air. I go just, I'll say 15 feet straight up in the air.
You fly 15 feet straight in the air. You begin to see 15, 20 feet into the forest. You begin to see trees moving aside as some trees are being pushed over, it seems, and falling as a massive 6-headed Hydra begins barreling through the forest, except this is not the Hydra that you're familiar with. You've all heard of a Hydra. You know what they're about. They're normally some form of like dragon-like or reptilian or scales or something. This one is covered in black and orange feathers. Each head along these long necks has a massive beak and is more bird-like. It even sprouts massive wings along its backs. Its legs, instead of ending in reptilian crocodile-like claws, end in falcon-like talons. And with that, I need everyone to roll for initiative as we end this episode of Mythos University.
Oh my god.
I just love that.
Thank you, chat, for sticking around with me. I'll get those. Hold on to your initiatives. I'll get those in a second. But thank you so much for joining us for the first episode of Mythos University. Tune in next week where we handle this combat. We fight this strange bird Hydra. What the hell is going on? By the way, I'll mention this so quickly. Kairos, all the transmutation is coming from this beast. But it is not active. It's not like you could dispel this. It feels latent. It feels like something happened to this, and now it is. This is just how it is now.
And Kairos just goes,
But you're getting it.
for this for so long.
Incredible. So tune in next week for the next episode in the series of Mythos University. This show will go on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on our Twitch. And thank you so much for watching. It has been an absolute blast.